We're going live.
We're going live. Okay.
Are we official? Are we on the air in 2024?
We're on the air. Welcome.
Welcome to Saints TV. In Northwood tonight, 4 games. JV girls, varsity girls, JV boys, and varsity boys. Should be a good one. Starting with the girls' JV game tonight. Looks like your starters would be Peterson, Jewell, Tabbert, Ava Falk, and Alexa Frine. Alexis Frine. Let's go Al.
Yes. Right.
Northwood wins the tip here. Start us off.
Zachary, my man. Zach of all trades. He locked up my
Had it
camera.
locked down for you.
Yeah, he
You
did.
didn't want that thing to
I
move.
did.
I guess that's all right.
So this is the thing with these JV games. Like, there's very limited time between when we can get into the school because school's still in session, and this game starting. So it's about an hour's worth of setup time. We're taking care of usually in 22 minutes.
Right.
And I feel pretty good about it. We did pretty good
Yeah.
tonight.
We got in under the wire exactly tonight. So Northwood misses the first shot. We get the rebound. Tabbert travels, but the Saints get it right back. Nice pass inside, but it's knocked away. And the Vikings turn it back over. Peterson up, gets the bucket, and she'll go to the line to make it a 3-point play. Good job by Peterson to be strong with it. After yet another turnover for the Vikings, they have 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Peterson makes the free throw, and she's quickly got 3 in this one. All 3 as the Saints lead 3-0. Another turnover. Tabbert feeds Falk inside. Can't make the short shot go, but Jewell gets the rebound. We'll see. You know, I was looking. It's been 17 days, Eric, since these ladies have played an official basketball game. That's a long stretch.
That is a long time.
That is a long stretch. I woke up this morning, thought we got to do Saints TV tonight. It's been so long. And that, you know, with the boys, I think it was 13 or 14 days, which is still a long time with these girls. Remember, Rockford did not have a girls team, so their break has been extended. Tabbert, nice little jumper. She's got 2.
Yeah, it's funny because you're right. That last game that we broadcast was 2 weeks ago today in Saint Ansgar versus Rockford, and Rockford doesn't have a girls' team. So I'm in and out a little bit. I'm not sure if that's on me or do you hear that too?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, I'm sure this wasn't just me.
Turnover Vikings, be a Saints ball again. They lead 5-0 here in the early going of the first quarter. JV girls game. Welcome to 2024. If you're just joining us, we're excited to be here. We made it.
We did make it.
As a crop insurance guy, 2023 was kind of long, so I'm looking forward to a fresh start in 2024. I know all the farmers out there are ready for a more normal weather pattern as well for 2024. So I'm excited to see it come. 2023 was all right, but it's we're ready to turn the old table.
Is there anybody in your world reading the Farmer's Almanac? Because isn't that always accurate?
There's a lot reading it. I'm not so sure of the accuracy. 5-second call on Northwood. That's another turnover. I think the Vikings have 4 turnovers in the first couple of minutes.
It's a rough start here in the first 2. What is this, a 6-minute quarter? Where are we, 7?
I believe they started with 6 on the clock. I think they're short this evening. Sometimes they're 7, sometimes they're 6.
Well, it hasn't been long. We're barely into this game. The Saints are up 9-0. Another steal.
Oh, Peterson misses the short shot. Saints get the rebound. Tabbert up and in. She's got 4.
Good time for timeout.
Yep, the Vikings decide they're going to talk about this one.
I'm not sure what Zachary's up to, but he's up to something.
He's giving us some sign language.
Is your case around here? Okay, Zachary's missing the case. If you're at home watching this, See Zachary's case laying around? Let us know. Was it in your pocket?
It was in my pocket. Now it's gone.
Not in your shirt pocket?
I don't see him up here either.
I'll pick up some bags here, Zach. So for those who don't know, our main man, Zach of all trades, has helped us get this done in 22 minutes. It definitely would have taken us a good 29 or 30, and that's pretty good for us. Had Zach not shown up, so Zachary Eckwall, thank you, my man, for your help. Now we're trying to help. Now we're trying to help the kid out here. Let me get the camera where it belongs here, Zach, for the folks at home.
Vikings look to inbound here. They haven't had much luck with that and do not succeed there either. Frine got the steal. I think that was Jewell with the shot.
Keep our eyes open for it here, Zachary, my man.
Rebound, Falk. Jewell inside. Pass saved nicely by Falk. And the Saints set up the offense again. Good movement by the Saints. Get a wide open three. Won't go. Frine fights for the rebound. But it goes to White. Vikings ball here. Northwood has had trouble breaking the Saints' press here. They do get it done that time. And they're going to get Jewell for the foul. A little too aggressive there. Got her for the reach. Her first and the Saints first.
We had a aggressive camera strike here that has our scoreboard a little off. So if you're wondering, what's going on over there?
We'll get that squared back up for you.
I don't have an answer, but we'll get it fixed.
The Vikings hit their first basket of the night. It's number 12. We'll try to get some names. We're working on that with the scorers table right now, trying to get you some names for the Northwood folks. In fact, as I speak, they come through. That is Sophie Rye with the three-pointer for Northwood Kensett. They trail 3-11 here. The Saints lead 2:24 to go in the first quarter. A late arriving crowd here in Northwood, but they're filling in.
Hey, you know, these games start early.
They do start early.
People got to work, you know.
It's hard for us to get here just to get the camera on time, right?
You got it.
Maddie Rosenberg has entered for the Saints.
Hey, I'll say this to our 14 listeners. Kudos to Northwood Community School. These guys have a really good media setup, especially considering when this gym was probably built, which is probably not real recently. We got data right behind us, the fastest internet speed we've seen all season. We got electricity right behind us. Didn't even need an extension cord. Thanks, Northwood, for taking care of your media people.
That's right.
Including Candle Genius and Not Your Average Joe.
That's Leonard, who's fouled and makes the free throw, so 3-point play for her. And Northwood clawed their way back into this thing, trail 11-6. So Rosenberg finds Frine inside. Saints doing a good job moving the ball. Peterson drives, lays it up and in, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for her second 3-point play opportunity. Being aggressive, I love that. Love to see that. Second foul, team foul for Northwood Kensett. Peterson makes good on the free throw. And she's got 8 in the early goings here in Northwood. Damaris checks in for Tabbert. Turnover Vikings, a little strong on the pass. And it'll be Saints ball, leading 14-6 here in the first quarter. Foul on the pass there. Going to get 42. Manning on the foul. Well, Manning or Miles. There's two 42s. We'll have to decode that. There's a Somebody can help us with which the varsity jersey versus what the JV jerseys are. That's what we're going to have to decode here.
Yeah, let's see what we see more of out there, huh?
Frying with the good rebound, puts it right back up, and she gets fouled. She'll go to the line, shoot 2.
Okay, so 42. Yeah, you're right. There's not a...
I can't tell. No. Which one's varsity and which one's
Nope.
JV? Frying make that first one. I was too busy looking at jerseys. She made the first, misses the second. Damaris with the rebound. She puts it back up and in. She makes her first bucket of the night. Saints lead 17-6. Peterson forces the bad pass, but it's off of her. So it'll stay with Northwood Kensett here. Saints press has been super effective in this first quarter. Tipped away again. Another one of those tipped passes that these girls talk a lot about.
The press is just relentless on the part of the Saints here. Northwood having a difficult time getting that ball in bounds.
Turnover. The Vikings go back to the Saints again. Good defense, just relentless pressure. Everything's got to be crisp or the Saints are going to take the ball away from you.
Is that tape over there by you?
It sure is. The keeper of the tape.
Thank you. You ever decide to go in the broadcast business, you got to have tape.
You got to have tape. Frying with a nice little bucket inside. She's got 4. Northwood gets it across. Shot up, no good. Rebounded Peterson. Peterson looks to push. Forced out of bounds. Good defense there by Northwood. That'll be a turnover for the Saints. It's Cranbeer, Haley Cranbeer on the forced turnover there. Good defense from her. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Saints lead 19-6. Frine intercepts the pass that was going to end up in an easy bucket. Good defense by her to get a piece of that one.
Man, I don't know if she's got long arms or what, but she just stretches.
She's tall, and I think she's got long arms.
She makes it look easy.
Yeah, she went from looking out of position to, why don't I just take this ball? Foul will cause 2 shots here. That is the 5th foul of the quarter. So Falk to the line, shooting 2. She misses the first. We'll get one more. Second one's on the way and right through. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter here. Peterson steps in front of the pass, and she'll go to the line, shoot 2 more. Good move by Peterson, just to not only to get that pass, but then to say, well, I'm going to go to the rack here and force you to either let me have the easy bucket or foul. Draws that foul.
That was a great move on her part. Great awareness. Understanding the clock, understanding the situation.
Great.
It's going to be a free throws or it's going to be easy points.
Peterson makes both, and she's got 10 in the first quarter.
Jeez.
17 days off didn't affect her at all. She's ready to go.
She's probably been practicing her shooting all break.
That's right. So good quarter for the Saints. They lead at 22-6 after 1 here in Northwood.
With that, we're going to take a quick little stop in the broadcast to say thank you, FSB and Gray Millers, for your generous support. Thanks to your generous contributions, our are able to go to our home games absolutely free of charge. Speaking of free of charge, Saints TV is free of charge thanks to the generous donations of the sponsors that you see rolling around the corner of this broadcast, as well as good people who are willing to donate through our Give Butter platform. Always have a funny slide to go with that. There's a lot of good butter memes out there. But in reality, take a look at this list on the left, Joe. My goodness, these are people who donated since basketball season started.
Just since basketball season started.
Since basketball season, so with including the gap between football and basketball. But thank you to all those on this list. Take a look at that lengthy list. If you want to be a contributor to Saints TV to keep this stream alive, for those who are unable to cheer from the stands, scan the code and donate. It's real easy, and we'll take most types of payment. 100% of the dollars generated go back to the school in one form or another. If you'd rather just do it on your computer, givebutter.com/SaintsFan. Otherwise, you can mail your check to P.O. Box 371 in St. Ansgar. Saints TV, P.O. Box 371. Back at it here, second quarter.
Tabbert gets the rebound on the missed shot from Northwood Kensett. The Saints are looking to run again. Urbach checks in for the Saints. I think that's Frine inside. She's got 6. Norby also in for the Saints. And she steals it right on cue.
Did you say, what does Frine have? 6. Who has 10? I thought you said Frine had 10 earlier. So who's got 10 points?
Peterson has 10.
Peterson has 10.
And who hit that one?
Three-pointer. That was
Tabbert?
Nope.
45?
Nope.
No.
Hold on.
Jewel, 15.
Where we at out there?
Urbach is 11. I was looking at my paper.
It was Urbach. I'm sorry. Yep,
I just saw it go in.
I'm processing too much here, and it was Urbach.
We're missing Duke Scoop already
100%.
here tonight. We're going to be missing him all night, so
We
hate to
will be missing
disappoint
Duke.
our fans, our Duke Scoop fans at home, but we're going to have to go without him tonight. It really takes 3 people to do this
It kinda does,
at a
yeah.
high level because there's just a lot going on.
Yeah. At the end of the day, someone needs responsible just for camera because you don't want to miss a shot.
That's right.
And then, there's.
And then, it never fails when I look down on my paper to do some math or write down a turnover. Somebody shoots a 3 that I'm not paying attention to.
And Duke's good at that, right?
Right.
He's good at recognizing that, hey, it's time for me to step in. Joe's got his eyes not on the court. In my case, I happen to have my eyes on the court, and I knew exactly what it was. Like, I'm looking at all these girls thinking, wait a minute. I know who that was.
Stolen away by Jewel. Good defense by the Saints. I tell you what, we play that at all levels, where we press and we tip passes and we pressure the other team, and it pays off when these girls get to the varsity level. They know what to expect. They know how they're expected to play, and it pays off. We talked about the rotation. We've played a lot of girls. And kind of what I call the first half. It's not really half. After this week, we'll be halfway through basketball season. But in that first half, we played a lot of girls on both sides of the ball, and that'll continue. There's a 3 that's good.
That was a nice shot. Now, I did miss the who on that one.
I got
okay,
it.
Good.
I just am now I'm in my phone to see the picture of the lineup to tell you that was Ashlyn Skellinger with her first bucket of the night. Nice 3-pointer from her. Shot's no good. 2 offensive rebounds. Can we get a third? No third offensive rebound. It'll be Vikings look to try to get ball across the stripe here before the 10-second call comes. Looks like the Saints will back off and allow that to happen. Saints lead by 20 here. Skellinger again misses that time. Rebound, Tabbert. Saints are going to push. Nice pass from Jewel to Frine inside. She lays it up and in. And she's got 8.
Saints have done a great job. They came out here leading, gosh, what was it, 9-0? I don't remember exactly, but they went on a big run. Hand it to Northwood. They recovered, came back, got 6 points pretty quick there.
Yeah, made it 11-6 in a couple of minutes.
It seems like I blinked, and suddenly they had 6 points on the board, and the Saints have since, outside that one 3-pointer, dominated. I got this whole court in front of me, and I'm watching it through this tiny screen.
Isn't
It creates some challenges, I'll admit.
little inside baseball here on how the broadcast booth works. It is funny how different it is. I have to go rewatch games because even though I talked to the whole time, I missed what actually happened until I rewatch it.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Football especially, where I just kind of go into auto mode and man, I don't remember that. And here I am calling the game, and I don't remember it.
And I count on you to remember it. I remember one of those football games. You're like, well, wait a minute. How did we get that second touchdown?
Right.
And it was you, me, and Duke were all like,
I can't even. It was 12 minutes ago, but none of us could come up with how the biggest play of the game to that point had occurred. Yeah.
Finally, someone in the chat was like,
I think it was the smartest man I know, Joel Collins.
Yeah, it's like, guys, that was like that 54-yard run.
Right. It was. It was a huge play.
It was a massive play. It was massive. It does go to show you, though, like, man, when your head is in the very moment, you kind of tend to, your mind doesn't stop to store that away to remember it later.
Good play to save it underneath for Northwood, and they get the layup and go to the bucket to shoot to make it a three-point play. So they got Rosenberg on the foul, her first, and the first for them.
In such a way that they don't even know. The nice thing is they don't need to be nervous about it, right?
There's no need to be nervous.
Because it's just going to happen at the moment we need you.
And with some of our guests, we've learned that no notice and no preparation makes for the best guess. And it doesn't give them opportunity to say no either, is the beauty of it.
I have noticed that. You're better to ask forgiveness than permission in that case, but I don't think we've ever had to be forgiven. I mean, everyone loves it once they get up here.
Right.
They just don't get to know it until then.
It's one of the things you have to experience once, and you're like, oh, that's kind of fun. See, I told you it would be.
Just like we told you.
Good job to deny that entry pass for the Saints. Another turnover for Northwood Kensett. Relentless, I think, is the word we've used repeatedly already tonight to describe the defense.
It's a fair description. If you'd like us to add any other, I'll say, acceptable descriptive words to the broadcast, you just
let us
drop
know.
them in the chat.
There you go. Love to hear where you're at tonight. Checking in. Norby goes to the line. She's fouled after she drives in. She's shooting two. First one's good.
I just opened my chat window, and guess who's there? Smartest guy you know. That's who. I'll give you a hint.
That's who it is?
Yeah,
Joel
the first
Carlson, welcome.
quarter was absolutely dominant for the Saints. Yes. Yes, it was, Joel.
That's what Joel has to say, and
Yep.
he is spot on. Fun quarter.
I'm not used to Joel stating the obvious. Usually it's some pretty high-tech stuff because the dude is smart. But you know what? He's also got some common sense, clearly, by that last statement. That is a long three.
It is. And it almost went down, but it doesn't, and Falk gets the rebound. Norby's going to push up to Urbach. Tries to find Damaris inside, knocked away nicely by Northwood Kensett. But it'll stay with the Saints. They look to inbound, set up the offense here. 42 seconds to go in the first half. Saints lead 32-11.
Joel, as always, we appreciate you tuning in and taking the time to comment out there.
Ooh, nice feed, but good defensive recovery there by number 40 for the Vikings. Doesn't allow that easy layup, and she comes away with the basketball. Norby pokes the ball away, forces a jump ball. That'll stay, go over to Red. So Red basketball. 19.8 to go in the first quarter. Ten seconds on the clock. Norby for three. No good, short, but she gets her own rebound. Oh, kicked around, and now Northwood's got it. That'll do it in the first half. Saints lead 32-11 after two here in Northwood.
Pretty good half of basketball in Northwood today. We're going to take a commercial break. They got 5 minutes on the clock before we'll be back here with the second half. So it'll be a very short break, and we'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services in Stacyville, Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team's experienced agents understand the unique risks and needs of the agricultural community. They offer competitive rates and comprehensive coverage to protect your farm, equipment, crops, and livestock. Choose Focus Insurance for reliable service, market expertise, and peace of mind.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Prairie Lakes Church in Osage. Services are every Sunday at 9 and 10:30 a.m.
You're looking for a great place to watch the game? Try CB Brandt's Pub and Grill in Saint Ansgar. Want to see today's specials? Facebook search CB Brandt's Pub and Grill. 1,000 followers, can't possibly be wrong.
All right, folks, time to get real. If you're not subscribed to the Enterprise Journal, you are missing out. What a great Mitchell County newspaper. They cover sports, they cover music. They cover it all from Osage to Saint Ansgar to Riceville. The student activities, the political environment. If you are a resident of Mitchell County or once were a resident of Mitchell County, you owe it to yourself to keep in touch. Great editorials from Cassandra Leff, always entertaining editorial from Lindsay Falk. Every issue, every week is packed with value. You've got to subscribe today. Call 641-713-4541. Do yourself a favor, you deserve it. Subscribe today. Call the Enterprise Journal and get yourself a copy coming every week. Tell them Candle Genius sent you.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high whenever the need arises. We are continuously improving our capabilities by adding storage, improving the fleet, or utilizing new technology. We've put together a well-rounded team of specialists who welcome the opportunity to answer your questions and assist your plans. These efforts result in a better experience for our customers. At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
For work or for play, having a driver's license is pure freedom. Saints Driving School offers year-round driver's education classes. Why would you wait? Call 641-420-3594 today.
And doers. And the right skills can turn dreams into reality. We partner with businesses and universities to get you to the next level, leading the way with intention and purpose. So when you graduate, your dream becomes your reality.
All right. Thank you, Nyack. I'm going. I'm convinced. But we got to get back to the game.
We are back here in Northwood. Saints lead 32-11 in the booth, live from the 80s. Twisted Sister.
Oh, my God.
Believe it or not.
I can't believe it.
Twisted Sister.
I'm getting autographs. I am so getting autographs.
So we have two new members of Twisted Sister that are joining us. That would be Ava's sister and Slammin' Sammy P's sister. So we got Sam's sister and Ava's sister, I think also known as Amelia and Aspen, here in the booth with us for the third quarter. Thanks, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
We thought since,
Honor.
you know, Aspen's dad gets to sometimes talk, do volleyball and some of those fun things, and of course Amelia's brother gets
Skippy
to be on-
D'Angelo is his
Skippy D'Angelo,
is
yes,
his handle.
Excuse me.
Out
Right.
here.
All right.
He might
Yeah,
be
it
sitting
should be
somewhere in
his-
our vicinity. Skippy D.
So we thought we'd give you a chance to flip it. You know, I always my boys. I asked them. I said, do you like that I do this or do you hate it? And Max is too polite, so he's like, nah, it's fine. And Mason's too honest, so he's like, yeah, I hate it. So anyway, yeah, how do you feel about it? That your dad does some of your games. Is that a
Well,
positive or a negative?
I don't watch it or listen to it because I'm playing, obviously. But
You don't ever go rewatch to see what he
I
says
did
about you?
once, and I never did it again.
That was softball, right? That was softball.
awesome.
I
Yeah.
think I saw some quote out there that said Skippy D doesn't know what he's talking about or
Oh,
something like that.
yeah.
So you
remember that.
Listen to one of his broadcasts after a softball game, and that's enough. You've never gone back.
Maybe to watch a certain clip that he told me to.
I
but-
love it. Frine with a bucket. Ava Falk had one before that. And quickly, the Saints have 4 in the third quarter. What about you, Amelia? You like that your brother gets to do this?
I think that it's a great outlet for Sam.
Yeah,
Share his
creative outlet for him.
abilities.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was said about as well as anybody could have said that. Nice of me. It's a good outlet for my energetic younger brother.
Exactly.
We love to have him. He does a good job. Fun to see his passion for it. He loves doing it. There's no doubt about that. And now after today, you'll know why he loves doing it so much. It's just
True.
it's so much fun.
It is fun.
So I've always wanted to ask the Twisted Sisters. It's kind of a nice opportunity for me. Have you ever seen the movie Sister Act?
I haven't.
I have not.
I'm surprised. Sisters such as yourselves would not have seen the movie Loaded with Sisters. Sister Act. That's a good one. There's a lot of good music in that. Whoopi Goldberg.
Might have to watch.
No one's ever seen any of the movies Eric brings up on this broadcast.
Have
so
you seen
I
But they
have
all-
actually seen that one.
But
I
they
have
all
seen
tune
that
in after. I'm sure of it. No one's ever said they do.
He mentioned a movie. I kind of like movies. I've seen a lot of them. He mentioned a movie I've never even heard of, let alone seen on one of these broadcasts. I had to go Google it because I didn't think it was actually a movie, and it is. It's like 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, this movie he was
You
recommending.
know, you can't listen to the experts. They don't know. They don't know a good movie, a good storyline when they see it.
Well, I'd consider you an expert if you've seen that many movies. So.
Well, I haven't seen any recent ones. I don't care for the newer ones.
He
All
only
this-
watches old ones.
This technology is just like ruins it. Like good storytelling doesn't happen anymore. Now they try and throw visual effects at it instead.
Ooh.
Look at that. What do we
Good.
call that,
Beautiful.
ladies? Because
Good
that's well done. That's just a
Was it a
pass
give
and
and
cut.
go?
Pass
Yeah.
and cut.
Frine misses the bucket, gets her
Leaves
own
defenders
rebound.
in the dust.
Yeah. Good half here for the Saints to start.
Yeah, I feel like we're running the court really well.
Yep.
What do you expect to see in the varsity game tonight?
Well, pretty
Hopefully
sure.
a little of the same thing.
Yeah, Northwood probably is going to come out in a zone, so we have stuff prepared for that.
Nice. So we'll be looking for the zone defense out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Assume you don't give away any secrets you don't want to, but I assume we may put a little pressure on at some point during the
Yeah.
game. You might see that. That's kind of been a signature of ours.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think it's a secret
good
to say
job,
we
Ken.
might
Yeah,
press.
no, it's not. We've done it every game.
I think other teams probably spend a lot of time preparing for that, for us. Bucket by Peterson. She'll go to the line and make it 3 here.
Katie's having a night,
She,
isn't
hasn't
she?
she had? Is this her third one of that?
Yeah, this would be her. This is her third chance to do it. She's got 12 on the night. Make it 13 here. Frine's
Great
also
job,
got 12.
Kenzie. Yeah, that's definitely something we've been focusing on is finishing at the rim, taking the ball to the basket, and
Yeah.
she's doing a great job of that this game. So
Yep, it's something Duke, who's our resident basketball expert, he's the one who actually knows the game, and he always talks about being that's something we got to get better at, is being strong to the hoop.
not
And
just
Kenzie does a good job of that, you're telling me.
Yes. Oh, they redid that.
They did. A
I
little
didn't
lane
even-
violation action, I
Oh,
believe.
gotcha.
the-
Okay.
there's been a few of those. Looks like it. Almost.
Did that not
Yeah.
count?
No, I think the first one they waved off, and she got to shoot again.
Oh, got it.
It's also a really high-scoring game.
Yep. JV's
Yeah, it
putting up
is.
a lot of points. Good job.
Well, the Saints have done a great job of not letting the Vikings inbound the ball, and so they're just taking
Yeah.
over on their own
Right,
side of the
yeah.
court.
Great defense by the Saints.
Relentless is the word we use when you ladies are on the court. It is fun to watch. Like anybody takes half a second off, the ball is leaving their possession. Like right there. Some of the other girls that have been joined us on here have talked about, some of the tip pass goals and some of that stuff that you guys do, and it's fun to watch. It definitely pays off. Peterson with 15, and there's still 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. She's having herself a night. 17 days since you guys played last.
Yeah, it's been too long.
It's been a while. So how does that impact? I know obviously you have some practices and you kind of get you get bodies on the floor. Norby looks like she's guilty. I don't know. No, she must not be. She was like one of those. Did I do that? So do you think, like I said, obviously you had a bunch of good practices and all that, but does that change anything for tonight when it's been such a long time since you got to play?
We might come out not as, we haven't played in a while. Yeah, like you said, we haven't played in a while. Yeah, not as sharp. That's a good way to say it. But I think it will be okay. Hopefully we get in the groove of it pretty quickly.
Get a bucket early, right, and get going.
Yeah.
That'll be.
Yeah, I feel like the first few minutes of the game will really kind of set the tone. So I hope that goes well for us and we're all on the same page there.
Which we've had a lot of practices. We had practice yesterday, so.
In that 17 days, sisters, did the coach have, because there was basically a week of no contact, right? So
correct.
Did the coach assign you anything like, hey, you got to go figure out a way to get some shots in, or was there anything that you were assigned to do during those 5 days? Heck, maybe it's even like watch what you eat and get plenty of sleep because there's plenty of food around through the holidays, right?
Well, he didn't say we had to do anything. He said if we wanted to get in, that's good for us to do, but mostly that we should spend time with our family, take the break for what it is, and be ready to come back.
Nice.
Yep.
The mental aspect of that's important too, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, especially, heck, as a 45-year-old man, I need it. I can't imagine as a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid where sometimes you just need a day off, right? You need a break.
Yeah.
Mentally recharge, get a little sleep, be ready to go.
The practice is nice too because now that, well, obviously during those days we don't have any games, so just being able to focus on stuff that we really need to fix and having the time to do that has also been really nice.
Sure. Use that time wisely. A wise guy once told me time is either spent or invested.
Now those are wise words.
Yeah. Eric says that. That's why.
That makes sense.
And I'm telling you,
it's true though. I agree with it. That's especially for young people. I think that's a huge thing of, are we investing this time or are we spending it? Because there's a difference.
And I'll tell you, watching the movie Top Secret with Val Kilmer is a true investment of your time.
Never heard of that one.
That's the one. That's the one. I've heard of Val Kilmer. He was in a lot of good movies, guy movies even. But Top Secret, I don't know. We like to pick on Eric with his movie choices. How about you guys? Favorite movies?
Oh my! Ooh, I can never answer this question. I don't have a favorite movie.
That's fair.
How about you got a handful of favorites,
Yeah,
or a favorite type? Do you like sci-fi? You like fiction? You like?
I like Miss Congeniality. I haven't seen it in like 10 years.
But it was good 10 years ago.
Yeah. It was just a comfort movie. I like that one.
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
you get along really well with Mrs. Candle Genius. She loves that movie. Loves it.
Really?
Especially when she's not feeling well. There's a couple movies she just kind of she'll just lay on the couch. She could watch all day.
I could not. I barely watch movies actually.
Yep. If you had to pick a kind of movie, a comedy or a horror movie, or what do you like to watch?
I like
if you had to
thrillers
watch
or
one.
like adventure.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, what's the movie with Nicolas Cage? National Treasure. I
National
also
Treasure.
like those
That one's good.
movies.
Oh, see, what historical fiction is that what that would be
I think
called?
that's what
I
you'd
don't
consider
know.
that one.
I'd say it has a mix of that, definitely.
What is it? Is it Princess Diaries with Anne Hathaway? Is that the one? That's the right name?
Princess
I like
Diaries.
that. I like those ones.
Yeah.
Too.
So you got to help me with this play that we just saw. I see this happen a lot in basketball where we had two Vikings almost give us the ball because they're fighting over it, right? You see that? It seems to happen a lot in basketball. Everybody's just going for the ball. I guess it's better than nobody going for the ball, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the times you underestimate how hard you really need to secure the ball, and then it kind of flops everywhere and no one gets control over it.
Yep, yep, we gotcha. Aspen, what are your plans for next year?
I'm going to play volleyball at Wartburg next year.
Going to Wartburg.
Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
Ooh, that's fun.
Playing volleyball.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Congratulations to you on that one.
Thank you.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I just decided the other day, so.
Congratulations. I thought I might have heard. That's why I asked the question. I might have had some inside information.
So what is that decision process? Do you have to make a lot of other phone calls and say, oh, yeah, sorry, I know that you wanted me to come there, but I'm going to Wartburg?
Yeah, that is the tough part. But at this point, I was down to 2 schools, so I only had to tell one person. But over the course of this, I've had to make a few phone calls, and it's always hard to do that.
That's awesome.
Yep. Well, good life experience, too. And you
Yeah.
kind of get to find your way of here's what I think I want, and here's what I like about the school I'm going to pick, and the coaches that I'm going to work with, and all that stuff factors in. It's a cool experience for kids to get to do that, because I can tell you, you're going to have to do it a bunch in your life, right? So you just will practice now when it might be a smaller decision than you might have to face 10 years from now as an adult.
Yeah.
And you have those skills of how do I go through that process of picking? When I got 3 great job offers and I don't know which one I want to take, well, here you go. You can rely on that experience.
That's true.
So, speaking of work experience, I notice you have a job at every basketball game, Aspen, that we come to. Usually happens in the first quarter of the JV girls basketball game. Can you talk about that publicly?
Well, I don't know if I'd consider it a job because I'm not getting paid.
Oh, you're not? Well.
0 compensation.
No. Yeah.
It's more of a volunteer thing than a job. Okay.
I would call it that. But yeah, braiding Tyke's hair. It's getting faster.
You're getting better at it, or why is it getting faster?
Well, I don't know. I just do it so much. I wouldn't say it's getting much better. Like, it's not bad, but I'm just getting quicker at it.
I gotcha. So for those of you who have tuned in to Saints TV this year, you've probably noticed in the boys' game, you've noticed Tyke always has the same hair. Would that be a style? Hairstyle? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
He's got some braids, right? And Aspen is the provider, or she's the make it happener of those braids every basketball night. So Tyke would have hair flopping all over the place if it wasn't for Aspen taking care of it. It takes a while too. I mean, this is a 15-20-minute project.
Yeah, it is. It
Who
used
was
to
that?
be longer.
I missed it. Who made the bucket?
Alexis.
Alexis.
Oh, yeah.
Not Alexa. I tried to call her at the Amazon machine earlier today. So we're going with Al, is what we've decided her nickname's going to be.
Albert.
Albert, that's a good one.
She actually probably would not be very happy if she's
Well, that's the part of the beauty of Saints TV is some things come out that, you can't put back in once they're out. Albert is going to be one of those. We nicknamed some referees one night. Got a stern talking to about not doing that anymore.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. We didn't. We haven't yet. We probably will when that person watches Saints TV someday. But
What game was it?
Well, I mean, there's not much chance he's going to watch, but let's just say we won't see him until next Christmas. We may have called him Santa.
He looked. He had in West Fork. He's a big guy, really like 6'9". Looked like from up here anyway.
Smiling all the time,
super
just
happy. Yeah, so it was a
jolly.
compliment. He's a super big happy guy. We liked it.
Those are some refs I haven't ever seen
Yeah,
before.
we did
so.
talk about that.
Part of maybe why they attracted our attention too. We're so used to seeing the same
Right.
Yeah.
6 or 8 guys all the time. To have somebody different was something new.
Yeah, it's weird.
So is it hard, ladies, when you're playing a game like this, and it's you've experienced enough of these where it's 49-13 and there's 3.5 minutes to go in a game, and you got to stay focused and try to hone your own skills, but at the same time understand the situation of the game. So is that hard to do?
I think we do a pretty good job, at least on offense, because we're always trying. Like, offense is something that you can, no
You
matter
always
who.
want to
Yeah,
score.
exactly.
Sure.
Sometimes on defense, I think we can get a little,
Yeah, unfocused.
yeah, or not as
Lackadaisical.
aggressive, just because we don't have to be, which is something that we've been working on, is being more aggressive. So.
Jewel finds Brian wide open underneath. She lays it up and in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 points for Frank tonight.
That was a nice play.
Ooh. Good job, Josie.
Now Josie's going to get some of her own. Oh.
Oh.
Now they got to give us the ball, though, right? They're not going to call a foul. They got to give us the ball. And they do.
How nice.
How nice. Josie goes to the bench dejected. She doesn't look happy with that series.
You ladies know which jerseys are the varsity jerseys? You got some Vikings outlined in red and some not outlined in red.
I think the non-red is varsity.
Yeah, all blue.
Okay.
All blue.
Thank you.
The
'cause
stripes down the sides.
there's several 40s and several 42s, and we're trying to figure out who's
Yeah.
who.
Ooh. Good. Way to hustle back.
Shot hits the back of the backboard, goes out of bounds. That'll be Saints ball.
51.
This might be one of the.
51. Yeah.
They had another high-scoring game this year. Don't remember who it was against. I
I-
don't know if it was this high.
I think you're right. I think this is the.
Okay, I
We
thought that was
won a
supposed to
game
go
by
to
more
April.
points, but this is the biggest scoring. So Northwood tonight, Newman on Friday, and then we're officially halfway
Yeah,
through.
it's crazy.
Isn't that something? It happened quickly.
We had some non-conference games in the first, quote-unquote, half of the season. I guess I haven't looked to see, do we have many more of those?
We have North Iowa next week. Yeah, I think
Okay,
two. And then
Thursday,
we
yeah.
have, like, do we play 2 teams at Iowa Lakes? Is it on a Saturday? That's on a Saturday, though, right?
I know it's
Or
a
is it just
Saturday. I know you play West Lion.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's just West Line. Yep.
Just West Line.
Yeah, and that's a non-conference we added to make up for the Rockford game,
Yeah.
right, that you girls don't get to play. So the boys I don't think are going. I think that's just
Yeah.
a girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's just 2 of those in the second half of the season. And then a long playoff run. Here we go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When do those pairings come out?
End of January.
End of,
Yeah.
end of the month here?
It's the main goal. Playoff run.
Back in the lead in the top of Iowa Conference standings.
Yep.
I looked at that today. The only team with just 1 loss.
Yeah, we were kind of.
It's comforting a
Yeah.
little bit.
Sure, yep.
A little.
Because we
Be
would
in the driver's seat, right? You
Yeah,
stay in the
yeah.
driver's seat if you can. And
Because, yeah, we would have been tied with Central Springs, but they lost to. Who'd they lose to? Newman?
Newman destroyed Central Springs. I couldn't believe how.
Yeah.
it was one of those games
They
where
probably ran the court a lot. I haven't watched that game, but that's.
Yeah, I haven't watched
I
it
can
either.
see the Newman outrunning them.
Well, with 30 seconds to go here, Saints have a 36-point lead. Twisted Sister, thank you as a duo for joining us here in the booth. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies. Looking forward to watching you put up some points of your own tonight.
You can hang around till this thing's
okay.
over. I just
Okay.
want to make sure I got that in because once this thing's over, things happen fast.
Yeah.
Eric's
yeah.
got to pay the bills, so he's
I do.
going to
Gotta pay the
commercial.
bills.
And yeah, which I can appreciate. He keeps me on task. I could just talk all night, and that usually get me in trouble.
No, sometimes I gotta just like give Joe the hand, like, dude, hey, people paid for this time, and you're just eating it up. And it's nice that you're doing this for free, Joe, but now you're costing
Now,
us money.
right, exactly. There is a line where the free gets expensive. Oh, we're going to hit it.
wide open.
Urbach for 3.
Wow.
Money.
That's
That is a
beautiful.
money shot.
8 seconds to
Beautiful
go.
shot by Sophia
54-15.
Sophia Marie Urbach.
Do you have a nickname? We might need an Urbach nickname. You got one off the top of your head? Anything
Herbie?
good? Herbie?
Herbie.
Herbie. Herbie. I
So-
like it.
Or
All right.
Surbat.
So
Herbie or Surbatch?
Surbatch. I like
I like
Surbatch.
Surbatch, too.
We're going Surbatch and Albert. Those are the 2 things we learned tonight.
Her dog's named after me.
Really?
Who's this?
Yeah, her dog's name is Millie.
Sophie's dog.
Millie. She
Saints.
doesn't know it, but it's named.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Saints win 54-13 in dominant fashion over the Northwood Kensett Vikings. JV boys is up next. Twisted Sister, Ava's sister.
Ava's sister.
And Sammy's sister,
sister.
also known as
Proud.
Aspen and Amelia. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
Or
for
more
having
widely
us.
known worldwide, the Twisted Sisters.
Sister.
Thanks for joining us, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck
It was
tonight.
fun.
And with that, we got 10 minutes on the clock here before the boys' game. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Beeland Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man. It's not a broadcast. It's a broadcastation.
I was an occupational therapist for about 14 years, and then I decided to join the business full-time when we had about 11 employees and developed the HR department. I got to sit down with people, get to know their stories, get to learn about their families, and really get to know who they are. Through that process, we just got to hire the best people in the world, and we really feel like we're blessed with the best.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Colbert Realtors, with service you can depend on and know-how you can count on.
Saint Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, Saint Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden Spot of Iowa, it is a wonderful place to grow your family or business. You might not expect all the wonderful amenities you'll find here. Within our shops, you'll find unique gifts, home decor, collectibles, and antiques. You'll also find restaurants, outdoor activities, and events. Saint Ansgar is a great place to visit any time of the year, and we take pride in our schools. Our youth are provided the highest quality education in a secure, positive, and challenging environment, empowering all students to reach their full potential. Saint Ansgar welcomes visitors and newcomers with open arms and warm smiles. Come visit and see why so many people proudly call this area home.
We are currently in our 10th year of operations here at Bet Roofing. One of the most exciting things about owning a business has been just seeing us grow over the course of that decade, from starting out again pretty small to what we're able to accomplish in the amount of square footage of roof we put on.
So this year will be our first year of being full-time roofing. So kind of what our plan is to keep on doing what we're doing right now, but obviously we want to expand and grow upon the business and probably branch out into different communities in North Iowa.
One of the things that we really pride ourselves on at BET Roofing is the people that sell you your roof, the people that give you estimates, are the ones that actually are on the job site every single day, putting shingles on your roof, looking over projects, and just making sure that things are held to the highest quality that you would expect for your home. We know that roofing can be a pretty crucial part to protecting your house from the elements, so we make sure to be as responsive as possible to get out to your house, and if we need to cover something up short term, but we try to also make a priority as our customers contact us and reach out to us, getting them on the list and moving forward as soon as possible.
I enjoy the manual labor of it. Some people don't enjoy that, but I'm one of those people that do, and I enjoy the work. It's very fulfilling, and you get to see what you accomplished every day, and working with the people is probably one of the biggest things that I enjoy too. It's fun to seeing people satisfied with the work you do.
One of my favorite parts about roofing is seeing the physical progress you make on the job site each day. You get a lot of satisfaction from driving by properties you've done in the past and seeing what you've done and being proud of what you're able to accomplish. Definitely is a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it in the end as well.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Box K Beef, premium wholesale beef. From our place to your plate.
Cast brought to you in part by Gordy's Repair in Stacyville, Iowa.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Agent Brian Putney with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
124,000 square foot facility houses the latest in design, manufacturing, and finishing technology. And most importantly, it is home to a dedicated group of team members committed to providing the best products and services for our customers.
We have a lot of honest, hardworking employees working together to create the best product and get it to our customers in the most time-efficient manner to keep the ag industry moving.
I would say that the key for Wold's success is truly in our employees and the fact that they care so much and are so passionate about the wheel that they build or the wheel that they ship out.
Our advanced powder coating process provides a durable, uniform, and protective surface and is available in a variety of colors. Powder coating is the fastest growing finishing technology in America and is friendly to the environment.
It's top-notch equipment that we use. We use all nice GEMA spray equipment guns. I mean, they're top of the line, and it just makes everything easier when you have good tools and to work with.
Most of our welding is still done by hand, but our robotic welder is designed for unprecedented speed and precision and completely automates the handling and welding of component parts. CNC machines provide highly advanced automation and extremely accurate creation of parts and are utilized on both large and small orders.
We often give tours to outsiders that come in and they're just amazed at how clean our facility is, and I have to give the kudos to our employees for caring about the space that we've given them to work in. They take a lot of pride in it.
There's been a lot of longtime employees at Wold's, and I think the customers know that and they can see it and realize it, and I feel like that's why they keep coming back, and they know they're going to get a good product.
At Wool Rim and Wheel, customer loyalty, innovation, operational excellence, product quality, and leadership drive our mission to provide the best rims and wheels for off-road, ag, and construction equipment.
All right, we are back here as the clock is dwindling down to nearly 10 seconds before the start of the JV boys. Candle Genius here with Not Your Average Joe. No Duke Scoop tonight, so expect a few hiccups. Joe?
We'll do our best.
What do you know going into the JV boys game?
Well, the girls put on an offensive exhibition. 54-13 girls JV win. If you're just joining us, we'll go through some point totals for them, but I'll give you the two highlights. Alexis Frine with 17. And Peterson with 15. Kenzie Peterson with 15. So those two kind of stole the show offensively. Both played great. Played awesome defense, obviously, to limit them to 13 points in 4 quarters of basketball. Good start to the night here in Northwood. 6 minutes on the clock. Boys JV game underway.
Connor Mullenbeck, always an impressive jump. That kid can leap, man.
Heeman underneath, drives in, blocked. Off of Mullenbeck, out of bounds. Oh, excuse me, off of a Viking. Good hustle there. Connor maybe bounced it off of him there or something, but looked like it was off Connor, but Saints retained the ball. Connor 3, no good. Rebound Heeman. He goes right back up with it. No good. Rebound Ethan.
Ethan Nowlin.
Saints TV contributor Ethan Nowlin with the rebound.
If you're thinking that name is familiar, there's a reason for it. That dude did a lot of sideline camera work for us during football.
Sacrificed his fingers one night at a football game.
Yes, he did. I think he said when I was over, I'm not doing that ever again. But guess where he was next week? The following week, he was back at it.
Peterson for 3 won't go. What a Derek Heeman with another offensive rebound. Connor Mullenbeck secures another loose ball. A lot of time at this end of the court in the first minute, like the whole minute. Heeman gets it to go that time. Saints lead early.
I tell you what, Joe, that kid impresses me. I want to see more of him in the varsity games, too.
I think we will start to see that here. Number 2 for Northwood with a 3, silky smooth shot from the young man.
That was beautiful.
I'm going to see if my secret source has the boys roster so I can get you some names. Secret source has been texted. Wow. We'll find out. Peterson, good job getting his own rebound, kicks it back out for room for 3. No good. Rebound, Northwood.
What does that text look like? Dear secret source, could you please help me with my stats? Your pal, not your average Joe.
It looks a lot like that. Good job, Peterson. Box out, get the rebound. Boys JV team has really improved since those first couple of weeks. They played really well that last week. And it continues here early tonight. Connor Mullenbeck with his first bucket.
Magic Mully, they call him.
Magic Mully.
That was magic. Beautiful.
That was a nice little floater. Secret source does not have names either, so we're going numbers tonight for you Northwood fans out there. Apologize, but you know who your guys are, right?
We'll try and get the camera in to zoom in, give you at least one chance to identify your player by his number. But it's up to you, Northwood fans. We'll get a little.
Vroom's going a little fast there, goes through his hands. He was looking to make the next pass before he caught that one. That happens. Little length for Northwood inside the 24. Nice drive there by 30. He lays it up and in. He's got 2.
That's a nice play by Northwood on that one. Well designed, well executed.
Good pass. Peterson finds him, and he lays it up and in. He's got 4. Give Peterson the assist. Good feed. Heeman knocks that one away and gets the steal.
I believe I see freshman Gavin Squire getting ready to check into this one.
Little 6-footer for Heeman goes, and he's got 6 points in the first quarter. Saints lead 8-5. Peterson with a good aggressive defense inside, but gets called. A little too much body there. His first and the first foul of the game for either team. Ethan Allen comes out, and the aforementioned Gavin Squire checks in.
Derek. You animal,
Stuff in the
Derek
steal.
Heeman.
Pass ahead, tough to handle, turns it over. Northwood made a bunch of substitutions, and this group appears to be moving a little faster.
Yes, they do.
Moving the ball around a little more, get a good open look, doesn't go. Heeman with yet another rebound.
He has really great instincts as to where that ball's coming down. You just see that kid making, Derek Heeman I'm talking about, but a lot of rebounds, offensive and defensive.
Aggressive there, gets 44 with the body. He gets called for the foul, and 44 with the mismatched shoes, I think on purpose, goes to the line to shoot 2. Do you like that look? And now we got some of our JV game or our junior high games get broadcasted with a lot of shoe reviews.
So no, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. You know what? If a kid's going to show some flair, and what, I think that if you wear those shoes, you better be pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's a lot of kids, and me included, I tend to believe that shoes make me faster when I buy shoes that look
feel
fast.
good,
I can run really fast.
Yeah. I follow.
What about you? You like that?
Nope, I'm with you, but I don't think it probably is made to impress people of our age. Let's just say it that way.
You're
right?
probably right.
You know what I mean?
You're probably
if
right.
If we don't like it, that probably means it's pretty cool in terms of fashion. Mully with another hustle rebound.
I don't know, Joe. I mean, I think so. I know where you're coming from, right? In general, adults aren't cool, but let's be honest. We had the Twisted Sisters on the first half of this broadcast, and I think they'll go home and listen, and they'll realize that we were right.
I think you're probably right. Foul called on the rebound there on Northwood, a little over the back action. So that'll be the first foul on Northwood. Number 50 picks them up. Saints ball leading by 3. Ethan checks back in for the Saints. Little strategy here, I think. Interestingly, we have not seen Tyson and Joe Clevenger as per usual, but we also haven't seen Colton Winia. I think that might mean something about what happens in the varsity game.
That might mean something.
And
Saints on Saints there. That was tough.
Expect we won't see Derek for 2 quarters as well. Heeman.
And if you're at home wondering, what is this cryptic stuff that Joe was talking about, I guarantee you here in the second quarter he's going to talk a little bit about that.
We will fill you in.
I'm guessing there's going to be some changes and some explanations to go along with it.
But for now, I think you call that a tease in the business. You'll have to check back in the second quarter.
That's our way of saying don't go anywhere now.
Right. After the break, we will fill you in on what that cryptic message could potentially mean. Heeman going to inbound, just 4 seconds left. Gets the ball back from Mully, goes up strong, and it won't go. He thought he got fouled. I think I might agree, but no foul was called. They are letting him play underneath tonight. It is 8-5 Saints at the end of 1.
One thing I know about this refereeing group, if they didn't call a foul, there was not a foul. So
that is correct.
Obviously they had a better vantage point than we did.
For
And
sure.
with that, with the end of the first quarter, this is a good time to thank Farmer State Bank and Grand Millers for their generous contributions that gets our Saints students into all of the home games, I should say regular season home games, totally free of charge. Thank you, FSB and Grain Millers, for your generous contributions. And speaking of generous contributions, you hear us say here all the time, give butter, give butter. It's better to give butter. What does it mean? It's just a platform that we use here on Saints TV to collect donations from our adoring fans, Joe. From our adoring fans who are able to watch this game from home.
Only
totally
some
free
of the
charge.
donations say, if you'll stop talking, I'll give more. Only some of them say
yeah,
that.
only some. Very few. But, hey,
No.
if you feel compelled and you're watching this from home, you want to help us keep it free. By the way, 100% of the donations do stay with the Saint Ansgar School. So give freely, folks. Give freely. GiveButter.com/SaintsFan if you're the web user type. Otherwise, you can scan the QR code that's on the screen the entire game here and donate.
Back to the action here in the second quarter, and as predicted, Joe Clevenger checks in, and Derek Heeman checks out. So let's revisit that whole discussion. And by the way, number 2, that's his second made three-pointer. He has 6 of the 8 points for the Vikings tonight.
That's a nice shot.
So there are game limits for varsity and JV players, and I should say it applies to JJV as well, to any freshman games too, but they basically you can only play so many games in a season, regular season games in a season. If you play 6 quarters in a night, that counts as 1 game. If you play 7 quarters in a night or more, that counts as 2. Okay, so the coaches have to manage these game limits so they don't violate that. Zach Eckwall, no other than Saints contributor Zach Eckwall with the bucket there. Let's call him out. Thank you, Zach.
Yes.
He's got 2.
Yes.
So back to our discussion. So they have to manage that, right? So in nights where, hey, we may need this guy at the varsity level, we're going to let him play 2 quarters at the JV level to get some experience, right, and make sure we're getting some gameplay in, but also saving 4 quarters of varsity time if we need it. So I think that's what you're seeing tonight. We have done that all season with Joe and Tyson, Joe Clevenger, Tyson Klein, and I believe we're doing it tonight with Colton Winia and Derek Heeman as well, the way it looks. So.
Now, this makes sense. Make sure you put Connor Mullen back down for 2 on that one.
Connor Mullen back with a bucket. That's 4 for him. Gavin Squire does not get fouled.
Not fouled. In spite of what you may have seen or heard. Like I said, these refs, they got it. So here's what I'm hearing. Forget what you learned in math. Exactly 50% year-round down for games, right? So if you're half a game doesn't count, rounds to 0
rounds
games.
to 0 in basketball sense.
In basketball, okay.
You are correct.
Okay.
So 6 is 4 in basketball terms in a night.
6 equals 4. Okay.
Speaking of 4, Zachary Eckwall has 4 points tonight. Another nice bucket out of him.
If you're wondering, what do you mean Saints TV contributor? Well, let me tell you. Zachary Eckwall is the real name. I shouldn't say his real name is Zach of all trades, but his basketball player name.
The player name, there
is Zach Eckwall.
So Zach of all trades does his job, gets 4 in a couple of minutes of action. He checks it out. Winia checks in, as well as Vroom. Vroom, fine Saints contributor Ethan Allen for the hoop.
That play had me wondering if we're shooting the wrong basket. He was so open.
He was very open. Saints stretch the lead to 8. That's off of Saint. Will stay with the Vikings. But a good night for Saints TV contributors. Let's keep that going.
I think it's good luck to be a Saints TV contributor.
I think we've established that, haven't we? For sure.
To see how our Twisted Sisters do.
Nowlin gets control, smartly kicks it out to Squire. Winia finds room underneath, wide open again.
Great play, great shot.
And Northwood needs a timeout.
Saints up 18-8 with 3:18 remaining here in the first half of the JV boys game.
Good start for the boys JV to 2024.
We'll go back to the slide here. Whoops, I didn't even go to that slide the first game. We got to go to that slide. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
But I didn't cover, if you're the type that likes to put a check in the mail, Saints CV PO Box 371 is away. Otherwise, we're going to keep that QR code on the game, the entire game. But we forgot to talk about this during the JV game, so we got to talk extra loud about it right now. You got a chance to win 4 Iowa women's basketball tickets. You got it. It's another QR code. If you don't know what that means, talk to your son or daughter. They can help you with that. But it's a nice opportunity. Those tickets, we looked into them. There are tickets available, like $300 each is the cheapest ticket available for that game right now. Iowa ladies versus Nebraska on January 27th.
Still spots available, so get that. Winia pokes the ball away, goes to Clevenger. Good defense by Colton Winia.
I'm going to say allegedly spots available. I haven't gotten an update lately, so I'm going to throw that allegedly in there just to protect us. Good job here setting this up.
Vroom for 3. Wow. Cash it. Jackson Vroom.
That was a beautiful play, beautifully set up. Beautiful shot by Mr. Cash it himself. Jackson Vroom.
Shot's pretty. He got going that last week before the break. And
he really did.
Continues it tonight. Good ball movement for the Vikings. Bucket for number 32. Again, apologize, don't have names. We did not receive those from Northwood, so we don't have names for the JV players tonight.
Chat is open. If you feel compelled, you want to throw names there in the chat.
Clevenger with the putback, his first bucket of the night. Saints have their biggest lead at 13. Mullenbeck called for a foul here. I like the aggressiveness. We'll take one of those. Haven't had many fouls. That's his first, the team's first of the quarter. Take the chance. Play aggressive.
I agree. The old adage, you can't take them with you, certainly holds true here.
Especially when Garden, number 2, he has played very well. He's been a bright spot for the Vikings. He's got 2 made three-pointers. Mully picks off the pass, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Northwood. Good break there by Mullenbeck. He just tried to go under and finish. He'll get that shot down. Northwood, varsity-wise, only has 2 seniors, has a bunch of juniors. All 5 juniors start. They get a couple of freshmen who play off the bench. So I think that has probably impacted their JV team a bit. That they have some young guys contributing on varsity that probably aren't playing as much JV.
And that group of juniors is a very, very talented group. I'm anxious to see that varsity game here in a little bit.
Yeah, they've had some up and down performances. Rumor has it there's been some illness. Imagine that. And so a couple of those games were varsity games I'm talking, were impacted by some illnesses. So they have a couple of really good wins and a couple of losses I'm sure that they don't like to see on their schedule. They have some of each. So kind of interesting, and we'll talk about that in pregame, but just how our schedules match up. They've beaten a team that beat us. They've lost to a team that we beat. It's, kind of been a back-and-forth season for Northwood. But I believe some of that has been they have 3 main scorers, and when one of those guys is out, it really impacts their offense. It sounds familiar, doesn't it?
It sounds familiar, and I think this is going to be a really telling week for our Saints varsity boys because Northwood, who we play tonight, and Newman, who we play on Friday, on paper, are 3 very evenly matched teams. We'll get to play each of them this week.
Clevenger, good defense, passes it up to Winia, who feeds Mullenbeck with the floater. No good, but he's fouled. Go to the line, shoot 2. Saints lead by 13, 8.5 to go in the first half. Mullenbeck can extend that lead to the largest lead of the night for the Saints here right before half. Mullenbeck makes one, misses one. Saints lead by 14. Long three-pointer's no good. Rebounded by Vroom. Clevenger takes a long shot. Kind of a heave there at the end, doesn't go. And that will do it for the first half, where the Saints lead 24-10.
And with a 24-10 lead, we show 5 minutes on the clock here for halftime. So we're going to be back here in just a few minutes with the second half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Brought to you in part by Gordy's Repair in Stacyville, Iowa.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Agent Brian Putney with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
124,000 square feet.
Agronomy, we embrace a holistic approach to crop production, focusing on soil, seed, and plant health. K2 Agronomy, helping our customers to achieve the maximum return on their investment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services in Stacyville, Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team's experienced agents understand the unique risks and needs of the agricultural community. They offer competitive rates and comprehensive coverage to protect your farm, equipment, crops, and livestock. Choose Focus Insurance for reliable service, market expertise, and peace of mind.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Prairie Lakes Church in Osage. Services are every Sunday at 9 and 10:30 a.m.
You're looking for a great place to watch the game? Try CB Brandt's Pub and Grill in Saint Ansgar. Want to see today's specials? Facebook search CB Brandt's Pub and Grill. 1,000 followers, can't possibly be wrong.
All right, folks, time to get real. If you're not subscribed to the Enterprise Journal, you are missing out. What a great Mitchell County newspaper. They cover sports, they cover music. They cover it all from Osage to Saint Ansgar to Riceville. The student activities, the political environment. If you are a resident of Mitchell County or once were a resident of Mitchell County, you owe it to yourself to keep in touch. Great editorials from Cassandra Leff, always entertaining editorial from Lindsay Falk. Every issue, every week is packed with value. You've got to subscribe today. Call 641-713-4541. Do yourself a favor, you deserve it. Subscribe today. Call the Enterprise Journal and get yourself a copy coming every week. Tell them Candle Genius sent you.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high whenever the need arises. We are continuously improving our capabilities by adding storage, improving the fleet, or utilizing new technology. We've put together a well-rounded team of specialists who welcome the opportunity to answer your questions and assist your plans. These efforts result in a better experience for our customers. At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
We are back to the game. 22 seconds remain here before the beginning of the second half. Candle Genius here with Not Your Average Joe, and guess what time it is? It's third quarter. Usually that means something special around here.
It does. We have Double T.
Double T.
Double T in the booth. We call this a booth, gentlemen. It kind of doesn't feel like it. Might feel more like a bleacher with like a plastic table, but it is not. It is a booth.
We like an open office type environment.
That's right.
So we call it a booth.
So Double T. We got TK.
TK.
Also known as Tyson Klein, for those of you at home following along. TK is Tyson Klein.
Tyson Klein's his basketball name, we decided.
Right,
yes.
right, yep. And Mr. T.
Mr.
T and TK. Mr. T's basketball name is Tyler Girk. So we've got Junior TK and Senior Mr. T. Right? We got you?
I pity the fool who mess with the T's.
Collectively, we have Double T here in the booth. 6 minutes on the clock. Third quarter. Saints lead 24-10. Gentlemen, that was pretty good JV first quarter.
That was.
Yeah. Offensively, guys are going. Zach of all trades with 4 points. Derek Heeman, Mr. Power down low has 6. And Connor Mullenbeck, Mr. Smooth, has 5.
Ooh, that was a nice block by Derek.
Yeah, alters the shot there. This number 2, do you know who number 2 is? We don't have any names.
Not sure. I think he's a freshman, though.
He's got a nice shot. Smooth shot. 50.
Good shot by 52.
Yeah, he makes a bucket.
52 looks pretty smooth there, too.
Ooh, coming out of the halftime press in here.
Yep. Interesting. Little change for Northwood.
Luke Pass
Speaking
Jackson.
of Preston, what do we expect out of their varsity? Something like that tonight, or do you think they'll do anything defensively different?
I think they'll stay in a 2-3, in my opinion, because I feel like that's what they've been rolling with so far. They play a man early, but they kind of got beat doing a man.
So they've gone to 2-3, and it seems like that's what teams are running against us anyway, trying to stop us from getting the ball inside.
Yeah.
TK. My mom may be listening, and she's probably saying, what is this 2-3 thing? What does that mean? Carson's number is 23. Are we talking about him? What's 2-3? What does that mean?
Okay, a 2-3 zone is where you have 2 top guys playing, and they kind of defend the wing guys.
Okay.
And then you have 3 bomb guys that defend more of the post guys. It's meant to shut down like the post and inside penetration.
Okay.
Is basically a 2-3.
That's a great explanation. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate that. That's why we have you guys on, because you can tell us things like that. And the listeners at home, they're ready to go. This Northwood team looks like a pretty even matchup with Saints on paper, varsity boys.
Yeah, I'd probably say it's going to be a battle. It is always a battle here.
You know what? That's a great point. It always is in this gym versus Northwood Kent. She's always a battle. Doesn't matter what teams have what. Is that 40 with the hoop there?
Yes, it was.
You guys got to keep the announcer straight so I can have my totals. Appreciate it.
So,
Ooh, good dish. Feed. Good dish by Derek to Petey. Good job. Assist, Derek. Ooh. Northwood.
Peterson. The good bucket there. I got that marked down. So,
ooh. Decent.
Strategy-wise, offensively.
And one.
Yeah,
You bet.
nice play.
That way, Molly.
Connor Mullenbeck with a nice, strong play underneath.
That was a nice play.
14
Mullenbeck
days
is
off,
smooth.
13, 14 days since you guys played. How do you think that impacts? Obviously, you get to practice, you get to do some of those things, but
I think
be a little rust to shake off to start, or how's that work?
I think we'll be a little tired, but I think game plan-wise we'll be sharp. But I think it's more the tiredness and fatigue since you really haven't played a game in quite a while.
It's funny how fast that game shape goes away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Broom with a good rebound.
Christmas break shape is a very different shape.
It is.
I always say Thanksgiving got away from me and rolled into New Year's.
Literally rolls.
Yep. That's what New Year's resolutions are for, right? It's easier to lose weight to start the year when you're an old man if you put 15 extra pounds on between Christmas and New Year's.
Well, I actually put on 6 pounds, so.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's
Was this intentional at all? I mean, sometimes you teenage guys are trying to put the pounds on.
Well, it's like kind of trying to put on the pounds, but then I didn't realize I was 6 pounds more than I was before break. I was like 158 before. Ooh, no shot.
No shot on the floor.
Yeah, I was 158 before break, and now I'm 164.
I love it. It'll come off fast. You'll weigh 5 pounds less tomorrow morning than you do right now, I have a feeling.
Wouldn't shock me.
Heeman smartly finds Mully out on the wing.
Oh,
he gets the runner to go.
Around the world. Good shot by Molly. Oh, good defense, too.
Tips it out of bounds. Will stay with Northwood.
So does coaches have anything for you guys to do? Obviously, there's those. Is it 5 days? Is it a week that are no contact days? You guys have assignments during that time to, hey, make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. Hey, make sure you're counting your calories. Make sure you're finding a way to get some shots in.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually just get some shots in between. Find a way.
Haugen checks in for the Saints, gets the rebound.
Well, Shimmy.
And Drew Shimmick's in as well. I missed him. Shimmy, Petey, Mully. What's Heeman's? How can we shorten Heeman?
We should just do Derek.
Just Derry? I do Derry.
Derry.
I always did Derry.
Derry
And what
with the
about
bucket.
Haugen? What's Chase?
Probably Seahawk.
Yeah,
Seahawk. Heeman got the bucket there? Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
I gotcha. Thank you. Floor looks a little slippery. We've had a lot of jump stops that have become traveling jump stops because of slips. They haven't been calling them, but I bet they will in the varsity game.
Great defense by Heatman. Great defense.
Ooh.
He just puts his hand out
and says, "Yep, not today, sir. Not today.
Get that thing out of here."
Posting up.
Good job. Sealing them off.
Derek is so crafty down low.
Textbook.
So, Derek, talk about that. What do you mean, sealed him off? Tell me about, I think I know what you mean. Explain for the viewers at home.
He just sealed off the defender, and it was just a great look. It kind of reminds me of, like, I know this sounds like really weird, but like Tim Duncan kind of ish, because he just does the simple things right.
Nope. All about position, right?
Yep. Another Mully basket.
Derek knows how to go to work down low.
Mully's got 9, and Heeman's got 10.
Dang.
In just a quarter and a half of play from each of them. Mully's played a little bit more. But Derek played all the first quarter and all of this quarter, I believe, and I have a feeling we won't see him again the rest of the night, or at least not in the JV game.
Not in this game, yep.
And we don't expect you to give any secrets about what we might see in the varsity game, so we'll let you keep that to yourself. In fact, we haven't even talked about why there might be some changes. We'll get to that later, too. Another tease. In the business, we call that a tease. You're going to have to tune into the boys' varsity game to understand that comment.
And by the way, it will be a separate stream, so we'll end this stream after this game is over. Don't worry, it's all set up. I'm sure your reminder's kicking, your bell's going to go off. But at the conclusion of this game, we'll take a short break, and then we'll come back with the varsity showdowns, plural. It'll be girls, then boys. So,
also, quick plug for subscribe. If you're listening and are not subscribed to Saints TV, if you just find it some other way every night, go subscribe for us. If we can get to 1,000 subscribers, good things can happen. Better things can happen for our channel. Good things are happening already, but it just gets even better once we get to 1,000. So please, if you are not subscribed, please do that.
You don't even have to put in your email address.
No. It makes it super easy. You just hit the button. You already have an account. Go hit the button.
Oh, good steal by
Good steal. Good finish as well. And one.
Subscribers get more of that. Did you know that, John? Subscribers see more plays like that.
Mully goes to the line to make it a three-point play. Saints all of a sudden lead by 23, gentlemen. What a great JV game. Mully buries it.
I can't guarantee this is true, but I got a message over the weekend saying I took my family to Disney World this weekend. Because I was a Saints TV subscriber, they let me in to the front of the line for every ride.
Oh, that I'm sure. I mean, probably can't confirm it, but I can't believe if you didn't ask, they wouldn't let you.
I can't confirm it, but I think Saints TV subscribers just have a certain glow about them that was easily recognized in Orlando.
Mully can't corral the long pass. Back over to the Vikings. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Saints lead by 24.
You guys sticking around for the fourth quarter, right?
I suppose.
Beautiful.
I can stay. I don't really care.
More double T in the fourth quarter with TK Tyson Klein and Mr. T Tyler Dirk.
Don't you dare turn that dial. You got more T's coming your way. Which makes it officially the best deal of the night because Saints TV is free to watch.
That's right.
More T's, just as free.
The long three rims out, and the Saints will take that 40-16 lead into the fourth quarter here in Northwood.
Do you guys think a half-court shot should be worth more than 3?
That's
hard. I've always it depends. I don't know.
Depends if you're the one shooting it.
Yeah,
right.
I suppose.
Yeah. To our benefit, we'll take it, right? I always say that about referees too, and they make calls that kind of favor a Saint. I think they're a pretty good referee.
Yeah.
They make her the other way. I think that's probably a bad call. So. Yeah. But at least I can admit it. I know I'm biased, right? That's what we always say. They're down there, and we're up here for a reason.
Yep.
I'm going to put a slide up here, guys. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a chance to win 4 Iowa women's basketball tickets. The game is January 27th versus Nebraska. All you got to do is get in the raffle. It's for the junior class. So, and honestly, the junior class puts on the prom for the senior, so both of you guys get the benefit. I'm not sure how many tickets are left, but I want to get that slide back up there just in case people had their phones waiting because they didn't get enough time last time.
Support that junior class fundraiser and get to go watch an awesome basketball game.
The prizes are pretty sweet. Even just, I mean, that top prize, obviously, that's awesome.
Zach.
Ooh. A little strong. Off the back of the iron.
Oh, pulled up from 3. No good.
So we asked the ladies to join us what their favorite movie was. You guys movie guys?
Yeah.
Depends.
Because we had one of each. We had one somebody who liked movies in the last one, Twisted Sisters, and one who didn't. So what's your favorite movie?
I don't really know. That's kind of hard.
So we got another one doesn't know. So we made her pick a genre. Like, you know, you like comedies, you like thrillers, you like adventure movies. Who was that? I missed it.
I think it was it 44? Or was
Yeah, I
it?
think so.
44, thank you. Nothing?
Favorite movie? You can't pick a favorite movie?
I'd probably say one of my top ones would probably be The Dark Knight. That's
There
pretty
you go.
fun to watch.
Yeah. Widely considered one of the best acting performances in history, right?
It is.
Who
pretty
played
good.
The Dark Knight?
Christian Bale.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't.
Yeah, and isn't
Heath Ledger was
Heath
the
Ledger
Joker.
is the Joker? Yep, and that's the one that is right. Like Heath Ledger immersed himself in that, and didn't work out for Mr. Ledger.
Yeah.
He isn't that what they say? They contributed to his depression and all that going on. Was this
Yeah, that's what
like
they said.
getting so dark into that role? And
Ooh,
kinda
good tip by
scary.
Jackson. Dylan Nunez gets it.
I got to say probably like Ford versus Ferrari.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
There's a new Ferrari movie out. Have you seen that one?
I have not.
Do you typically like inspired by true events or true story type movies? Is that typically your genre, Mr. T?
Yeah, usually. Or else like Adam Sandler, something like that. Anything
Most
around that.
of what Adam Sandler does could happen in real life.
Good, right, good.
Have you guys ever seen? So if you like Dark Knight, TK, it was TK like Dark Knight, right?
You did?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie The Crow?
I have not seen The Crow.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Another movie no one's ever heard of.
Oh, no.
I've actually never heard of
That's
The Crow.
You got to watch it. If you like The Dark Knight, you got to watch
Okay,
The Crow.
All right,
I'll put that on my list.
And I've got a whole list of Candle Genius movie recommendations. Most of them you can't find because they don't exist, you know, in the mainstream.
I've got to get like an affiliate code to Netflix well, I don't think you can find these on Netflix. I think they're too. I think you got to pay to play. You can't just go watch them for free.
They're so quality you have to pay to watch. I understand. I got you.
Is it Brendan Lee? Joel will probably tell you.
Joel probably knows.
Is it Bruce Lee's kid? Anyway, I don't want to spoil
Is
it. But
in this movie you're speaking
he
of, you're
actually
saying?
got.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually got.
And he dies, right? Also, didn't he die?
Well, he died in the making of the movie.
That's what I thought.
I thought it was a publicity stunt because I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's about a guy who comes back from the dead. So we thought it was a publicity stunt, and he was going to show up at the premiere, and he didn't because he actually died. But
yeah, and Bruce Lee died in a similar fashion, right? So father and son both died making movies.
yeah, that's not probably
That's not something
bad
you want to be
career
known
choice
for
or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Saints lead by 22 here. 3 minutes to go in this one. Looks like the Vikings are going to bring in 5 new guys at the whistle here. Saints have played really well on both sides of the ball in both JV games. Good start to 2024.
It is.
So, Mr. Senior down there, we said this would go fast, and this week marks the halfway point of your last basketball season. Isn't it crazy how fast time goes? Man.
I remember freshman year like it was yesterday.
Yep, I remember freshman year like it was yesterday. And for me, it was going on 30 years ago. So, yeah, I feel it. In fact, now I do some math, I think it might be more than that. But I don't want to talk about it.
yeah,
So,
Tyler,
yeah, it's
I got to say this, Tyler. Remember this: after you guys win the championship, the state championship this year, and you're celebrating and you're ecstatic and you're happy and everything is joyous, remember to give your mom and dad a hug.
Oh, yeah.
Because
good
it's
crash
still
in the
your
boards
last
by
basketball
Jackson.
game, right? And they're going to be emotional. I know I will. I got a senior. Joe's got
Vroom.
emotions of steel. I expect he'll just.
Yeah, and I'll just Wear my
my cold
sunglasses
stare.
and hide.
Ooh,
Banked in 3 by 20.
Must be new bank hours in 2024. Tuesday nights is usually closed. Friday
Not
nights it's
Northwood.
open.
Not Northwood.
Yeah, senior night next week coming up. They're in Saint Ansgar when they play North Iowa next week. If you're listening to us, the seniors would love to see you on senior night in our home crowd next week. I believe that's the 11th.
Yeah, it is.
So be there if you can.
A rare
Support
Thursday
this
night
group.
game on Saints TV.
Subs coming in. Peterson,
Nolan,
Vroom, and Heeman out. Saints lead by 21.
Here's a quiz question for you. I'm not even sure there's a right answer. Is it Nolan or Nowlin?
I think it's Nowlin. I'm pretty sure. I've asked him it before, and he said Nowlin. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Nowlin.
I've heard both ways, and I swear I've
think the
heard him
answer
say
is to
both
either.
ways.
Yep, I think you're right. Oh, 3 just
That was
misses.
barely missed.
We've had too many of those in 2023, so I'm glad 2024 is gonna those are gonna fall for the Saints in 2024.
Hopefully,
we
yeah.
have missed 172 three-pointers by that, a combined quarter inch.
they make them like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got timeout.
Minute 32 to go. Gonna call timeout just to get a sub in. Looks like this will be a short one.
Yep.
I thought that maybe was a Northwood time saying, hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get back in this thing, which would be pretty optimistic, but why not? Why not be optimistic?
P in the post. Fade away.
Oh.
Doesn't go.
Rebound Squire, good rebound.
Shimmy 3.
Oh.
That was
Comes
gonna
up
get
short.
Golton. Back. Oh.
Passed a little too hard there.
Get all amped up, get all excited, right? See him wide open and just get a little too much mustard on it. And Petey taps himself in the chest. Says, I should have caught that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're open, it's even harder, right, than if you get somebody breathing down your neck.
Yeah.
You feel that openness, and you think, this doesn't feel right.
Squire with the ball.
Shimmy.
To shimmy.
Oh.
Get it.
Back
Get it.
up.
Put it back up. Oh, my gosh.
Colton with the
Colton.
scoreboard.
Colton. Back out.
Gavin.
3.
Doesn't go.
Barely. Just some unlucky rolls with the 3.
That's Saints ball, sure is.
Wow.
Dang. Good job by Shimmy.
Good hustle there. Tap that thing away.
Rebound-wise, good job by the Saints on that. The shots weren't going, but the rebounds were flowing pretty good.
If you can't make the shot, just get the offensive rebound. It's fine. It's fine.
Attack that hoop. Oh.
Double T, TK, Mr. T, thanks for joining us in
No
this
problem.
one. 30 seconds to go. Any final words?
No. Just
Go Saints.
subscribe to Saints TV.
Appreciate that.
Bank
No,
3.
the bank is open very late in Northwood on
Yes,
Tuesdays.
it is. Yes, it is.
Saints still have a comfortable 15-point lead with 17 seconds to go. Good luck tonight, gentlemen.
Oh,
Good
deal.
drive by Gavin.
Gavin.
Great job, Gavin Squire. Yes, and I appreciate what you said right there. If you've made a New Year's resolution to make better choices in 2024, subscribing to Saints TV would be a good way to start it.
That would be a great way to start.
That would be awesome.
Saints win 46-29. Double T. Thank you guys. Good luck tonight.
No problem.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
you, Stu.
Thanks, guys. We'll be watching you.
Yep.
And with that, the JV game comes to the JV boy. Well, the whole series, Joe, right? The girls, then the boys. The game comes to a close.
You have a comment. Someone else, Chris Vroom, has also seen this movie. You
Yes,
speak of.
thank you, Chris Vroom. I got to throw that out there. I'm not even sure the text is the right color. We got to get a little something. Maybe I'll see if I can fix that between games and make sure we can see these a little better. Fire it up. You got it, man. You got it.
I love it.
Direct quotes. Brandon Lee. It is a good movie, and honestly, I would never recommend a bad one. I'm not sure why I get all this negative talk, but we got 31 minutes on the board until the girls start. They're literally planning to start at 6:15. I guess that makes sense when you schedule a varsity game. You're going to start it on time.
Good start here in Northwood. JV girls win big, 54-13. JV boys win big, 46-29.
With that, we're going to end this broadcast. We're going to take a little break ourselves, and we'll be firing up the next one a little bit early. Tip-off 6:15. Expect we'll have this stream running by 6 o'clock p.m. So turn it on. Make sure you subscribe.
And we'll be running some ads. Pay attention to the ads because those are the people that help make this free. By the way, you could too. Just a quick little Give Butter shout out if you're feeling compelled and want to see these things happen for free. Look at these names on the left here. They have given butter, which just means they've donated to help keep this stream free. So in the meantime, we'll see you here in a few minutes with the varsity games. Thanks for joining us. See ya.